Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Puerto Rico. What is going on in Puerto Rico? Now of course I'm sure everybody remembers the Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico several years back, and that their government has gone through some changes over there. Their whole country has gone through some changes. Puerto Rico has gone through a lot of changes. My understanding, I read an article that the U.S. Or Americans are allowed to now travel into Puerto Rico. I know that the United States is on several countries' list that you cannot enter their country, or you have to go into quarantine if you enter their country. The Mexico and Canadian borders are closed to non-essential American travel to those places. But my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, is that Puerto Rico is now allowing U.S. citizens to travel there, or to travel from the United States. So I want to ask the question about Puerto Rico. What is the future of Puerto Rico? And I ask that because Puerto Rico is not a state. They are a territory, I believe, or a protectorate. I'll have to double check myself on that, but they are not a state of the United States. So if they were, we would have our 51st state. But Puerto Rico is not. So I want to see what the future of Puerto Rico is going to be. The near future, within the next 5 years, is what I'm calling the near future of Puerto Rico. Will they be brought in as full-fledged, with full representation, citizens of the United States, as Hawaii is one of the 50 states of the United States? So that is my question. I want to ask briefly about Puerto Rico. What is going on with Puerto Rico? What is the near future for Puerto Rico is my question. So Puerto Rico, what is the future of Puerto Rico? What is the future of Puerto Rico? Well, that just turned over, so let's see. And we got that. And we got that upside down. So my cards are right side up, so that came out like that. Yes, they did. So it's something we're supposed to know about Puerto Rico. Something we're supposed to know about Puerto Rico. Something we are supposed to know about Puerto Rico before we even draw the cards. So let's take a look at those cards that just jumped out for us. So we have an Ace of Swords. Now we know that aces are new beginnings, a new breath of life, and we know that swords cut through. This sword is double-edged. It can cut both ways. It can cut you or cut whatever it is you're dealing with. But this is an ace on a positive. This ace is on a positive. So the Ace of Swords is bringing forth some new communication about Puerto Rico. So, this is about clear-cut truth, clear-cut answers coming through. So, there's going to be a decision based on this card right here. There's going to be a decision made in the near future. And as I said, I see in this question, the way I posed it, in the next 5 years, or within the next 5 years, sometime between now and the next 5 years. And we also got the Four of Cups, which is an offer being made, someone who has I call this the card where you're having a tantrum. You know, you're being offered something. You got three cups here. So this tells me that Puerto Rico has been in a position where they've been wanting to do something. We want to either be in or out. And they've been given these three things. Like, say, for instance, you know, you gave us this and you said that it would benefit us this way. Then you gave us this and you said it would benefit us. Then you gave us this third card and you said it was going to benefit us and then that you would bring us in. And so now, you know, what I'm getting from this card is this person here is sitting here and saying, okay, here you come now with another offer, and it's probably just going to be just as bad as the other one. So we know that new communication is coming in, but we have the Four Cups here, thinking that communication, that new communication is going to be just like the communications before, which is represented by the Three Cups here. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now the Nine of Pentacles is satisfaction. I have attained lots of material wealth, and I'm here for you, but it's upside down. So it's not looking good with these jumper cards, but again, I'm going to pull three cards and see what it says. Yeah, this is not looking good. Now, if this was right side up, then that would mean probably a yes. They would be contemplating that, oh, this is just going to be just like before. And then it actually came through with this Nine of Pentacles, which is abundance. And like I said, you gain your independence. But this is upside down. So I'm going to say that is not going to be an abundance card for them. It's not. It's going to be the opposite of a guaranteed success, because right side up, this would be a guaranteed success. So with that being said, these are the jumper cards that came out. We're going to see what cards I pull here on what is the future of Puerto Rico. What is the future of Puerto Rico? Alright, now in the past for Puerto Rico, which is the first card I pull, there was sadness in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was betrayed in the past, and that is represented by this card right here. You know, we tired of y'all messing around with us, telling us that you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and each time you sell us a load of BS, and we're tired of that. And yeah, we hear you coming through with a new communication saying you want, you know, to bring us in, or you want to allow us to become independent, but we see that, but we think it's the same load of BS you've been giving us down here. And so this card here came in the past position, which confirms exactly that. Is that they've been betrayed. They are sad because they've been sold a bill of goods and didn't get anything in return for whatever deal they made with the United States. Alright, now here in second card we have the World card, which is the completion card. A cycle has been completed. This cycle here of betrayal. So we are in the present here. This has been completed. And in the future, they are waiting for their ships to come in. So the current cycle that they are in is completed. And this Three of Wands here represents, you know, they're waiting for their best deal. So whatever communication is trying to come through to them from the United States, I do not think they are going to accept it. I think they may want to wait and gain their independence as a sovereign nation without the ties and the tentacles of the United States being involved, I think they're going to take the risk of going out on their own based on what I'm seeing here. Because like I said, the betrayal card is here, the sadness card is here. That's what this represents. Sorrows from the communications that have come through, and then them right here saying, you know, we've had enough of this. You know, that's the same old load of bull y'all sold us last time. And then here, this card upside down is right side up. Like I said, this is an abundance card, a guaranteed success. But this card is upside down. And then the fact that this betrayal card came out shows that this is their past, and this is what happened to them in the past, is they were betrayed. And here in the present, we have the World card. And here in the future position, we have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is opportunity coming in. You're waiting on that opportunity to come in. Looking at the long haul, making plans for the future of Puerto Rico. And they are trying their best to stay a step ahead of whatever this communication is that's trying to come through to them from the United States. So based on what I'm seeing here, I think Puerto Rico is going to try to wing it on their own. Now, I might be wrong now, but I think they're going to try to become self-sufficient without the United States, based on this card right here in the future. I think they're going to try to become self-sufficient and what's the word I'm looking for? Try and make relationships with other nations so that they can become self-sufficient without the entanglements of the United States, and especially how they've been treated when they needed the United States. They didn't get the best treatment. They didn't get the resources they need to get themselves back up on their feet in a timely manner. A lot of the businesses that came in from the United States or through the United States, you know, came in and tried to gouge them. So I think, again, these videos are my opinions of the tarot. They are for entertainment purposes only. You can take what I'm saying, ball it up and throw it in a garbage can, or you can take this information and use it for your betterment or someone else's betterment. But from what I'm seeing here, the Three of Wands represents that I think they are going to wait and try and make a investment into themselves without the United States. But I do believe that the United States is going to make an offer to them to maybe come in and be part of the United States. I don't know whether they do or don't, but this Ace of Swords here represents communication coming in. But alone, that card means one thing, but in conjunction with these other cards here, tells me that that is an offer, yes, but Puerto Rico is going to say, that's the same bull y'all sold us last time. I'm not sure we want to do that. And then the fact that this Nine of Pentacles is upside down, which is the opposite of abundance, or the opposite of being independent. So that is upside down there. And again, these cards were jumpers. So that is my opinion. That is my answer, is that the future of Puerto Rico, I do believe, is that Puerto Rico is going to try to be self-sustaining. They are going to try to disentangle themselves from the United States and try to form alliances with other countries and become self-sufficient on their own without the entanglements of the United States, again, because they have been betrayed. And this card, the World, is a cycle that has been going on for a while, as you can see here with the circle. And you see all four elements represented in each corner of this card. And that this cycle that has been playing out with Puerto Rico for all this time is over. Change is inevitable. So this World card is definite change. That change is coming. You can't stop it. But and it's like I said, it's completion, and it's giving way. It's a completion and an ending, but it's giving way for something new. And I firmly believe that, because this card here is saying, we're waiting. We're going to negotiate. We're going to try and do this thing on our own. We're waiting on an investment that we will make. It's opportunities. They've learned their lesson. This world card is about learning lessons, completing a cycle. So I think Puerto Rico has learned their lesson, and they are ready to strike out on their own. Look at things for the long haul. Look at it from a long view, and wait for their investments that they themselves make to come in, and to have a bigger vision for their own country, the way they want to have it, not the way someone else is telling them to do. They want to be, self-employed, so to speak. They want to work their own resources for their own good, not to make someone else rich and then have that entity betray them and create sorrow for them in their own land. So with that being said, I think Puerto Rico is going to do fine. I think they are probably going to want to go by way of, we want to be an independent nation. We want you to take your tentacles out of us and allow us to grow the way we want to grow. Now, that is my opinion. That is my interpretation of the cards. So again, I want to say thank you guys for watching my videos. And I hope you have found them worth watching. And I hope you have a great and enlightened day. And I'll see you next time.